So a lot of big changes happening with prop firms recently. We'll take a look at a few things here. I'll show you how we adapt with different prop firms, how things are going. A lot of news coming up recently with prop firms closing down. We'll cover that here. I'll show you some news articles. We'll go through this together. Let's dive right in. Okay, so let's dive into this with this article here from Finance Magnates. They have a lot of good stuff about trading, a lot of good article about prop firms, things happening. A couple of things here. The main thing we're looking at are restrictions to US customers. So all the people based in the US trading on MT4, MT5, they're trading like CFDs, which they're not supposed to be able to trade with these prop firms. And that causes a lot of issues for the MT4, MT5 company, MetaQuotes. But this is all based on rumors. We'll kind of dive into this in a minute. So they say prop firms are integrating with competitors of MetaTrader like CTrader, MassTrade, DXTrade, and several others. Why is that? Well, all of this because MetaQuotes, the creator of MT4, MT5, is allegedly cracking down on using the MetaTrader platforms for prop firms. Now keep in mind, they didn't say this here publicly. This is all based on rumors, and you kind of see a few tweets here below. They got this tweet here, which is an email where you clearly see someone from MetaQuotes, which I believe the name here is Block, says, "Thank you for your fast reply. Please know that you have MetaTrader 5 and provide services in the USA. You need to be regulated by FINRA or NFA, even if it's only for educational purposes." So this is what caused all the prop firms to then wake up and say, "Oh, well, we cannot provide MT5 or MT4 to US clients because we wouldn't need to have a license to be able to offer that because they are basically trading CFDs, which in the US you cannot really trade." So this is a big controversy here. Again, MetaQuotes didn't came up publicly and say this. This is an email that was leaked on Twitter. There have been a few prop firms that were closed down by MetaQuotes, MT4, MT5, such as this one here. The alleged crackdown came to light in early February when True Forex funds claimed that MetaQuotes, the operator of MT4, MT5, terminated the license for its trading platform. So you remember there's been a lot of controversy about this. True Forex funds were closed down by MetaQuotes because they had MT4, MT5 available to US clients. Now, something similar happened to Fund Engineer, although different because they were having a lot more issues than just MT4, MT5. They had a bunch of like weird, shady practices there, but in general, that is the same thing that happened there. They closed Fund Engineer for bad tactics. And same thing with this firm called Funding Pips, which Khaled, the owner of the prop firm, went on social media to say that they had to close because of an abrupt move by MetaQuotes due to having active US accounts. And they said that the broker wasn't the issue, but the broker they were using, Black Bull Market, had to let them go because otherwise they would lose their license for offering their brokers to that prop firm accepting US clients on MT4, MT5. Since then, several prop trading platforms, including Funded Trading Plus, confirmed the decision of 8cap, the broker a lot of prop firms were using, to terminate services to prop trading firms from February 29, so in a couple of days from now, about a week from now. Meanwhile, Funded Trading Plus added Think Markets as its brokerage partner. This has been happening for multiple prop firms, some having more shady practices than other ones. You can see in details how they do things and kind of a few things that went out from this. Some of them were, of course, regular prop firms doing a good job that had to move because the brokers told them to move, because MetaQuotes kind of pushed them to move away from MT4, MT5. So a lot is happening. There's a lot to unpack into this. And why is this coming up all now? Well, maybe because prop firms are getting more eyes on them. There's a lot more controversy, a lot more shady firms that were not closing down or that were closed down. And that kind of brings a lot of spotlight to what they were doing. Maybe MetaQuotes would tolerate them before that. Maybe they didn't see any issue with prop firms. And now it's like coming up more to the public eyes. There's more like spotlight into them. They want to be able to be more careful with it, especially because MetaQuotes have a huge part of the whole trading industry. They don't want to have too much bad reputation on them. That's my thoughts on this, of course, my own opinion. And as you know, this change here is mostly about US clients. There's nothing else out there really that's trending prop firms. It's all about the US people trading CFDs on MT4, MT5, which they're apparently not allowed to do. So this is the main issue. We want to be very careful. As you know, I have funded accounts that I've been providing for about 2 years now. We are fund traders who are doing well. We want to be very careful with it. We want to be able to stay compliant with all the regulations and the policies out there. We want to be very careful with this. And we want to make sure we have the right conditions for our traders. So I sent this email earlier today. We moved all of our account for US customers, which previously were using 8cap or Think Market. We've moved all of them to DXTrade. DXTrade is a pretty cool platform that uses a interface of TradingView, so you can have like good charts and good analysis. It's a lot more pretty, in my opinion, than MT4 or MT5, which we could argue about. Maybe there's some good to MT4, MT5. There's some good to other platforms, but this is one that it's going to allow traders from the US to still trade without any issues. We're also taking the extra step of moving anyone who doesn't have any country from the profile to DXTrade, just to be sure, be safe that there's no one in the US using MT4, MT5. That's because we don't want to have an issue where MT4, MT5 finds out US traders are trading on their profits, they want to close it down, they want to move it somewhere else. So that could cause a lot more issues. We want to be safe with this, and that's why we're going to move even more accounts, the ones that don't have their country, which is a very small percent of our funded accounts. So I want to include this here at the end just for a bit of transparency and show you how it's going behind the scenes. I don't want to have any surprises where people think they will get an MT5 account and then they have a different account. So this can be out there for you to see and you to understand. Any questions on this, let me know in the comment section below. Any comments in the whole process situation, I want to hear your thoughts as always. Let me know what you think of this new change. Anything that's good, that's bad, I want to know in the comment section below. And make sure to subscribe if you haven't done yet. I'll catch you back here in the next video pretty soon. Ciao.